Have you ever loved a Roblox game, only to watch its creator flip a switch and turn the fun into a never-ending cash vacuum? Imagine that developer coming for every new hit on the platform next. That nightmare has a name, and tonight, we're asking the question that's exploding across Twitter. Should big games be banned from Roblox before their next clone wrecks the scene? Big Games started as the feel-good studio behind Pet Simulator, handing players adorable cubic kitties and the thrill of discovering rare pets with friends. Then, the Robux volcano erupted. Limited time eggs, pay-gated zones, and $50 huge pet loot boxes turned that wholesome playground into a whale-only theme park. Kids without fat wallets, they were left farming coins for hours just to stay relevant. But the story gets scarier. On May 13th, 2025, the studio tweeted, "Grow an egg this Saturday." A shiny new simulator that looks suspiciously like the indie smash Grow a Garden. Hold on, you might say. Copying ideas isn't illegal. Competition is healthy. True? Until you learn, Grow a Garden just shattered Roblox history with 21.3 million concurrent players on June 21st. The fastest title ever to break the 1 million mark and still climbing. That kind of momentum paints a giant target on its back, and Big Games is lining up the shot. If they succeed, one greedy remake could siphon players, normalize harsher paywalls, and nudge other studios to follow the same cynical blueprint. Are we staring at the moment Roblox creativity flatlines? Here's the twist. Big Games, once DMCA struck smaller developers for using box-shaped pets, claiming they were the victims of plagiarism. Now, the community has receipts showing Big Games copy-pasting someone else's entire farming concept. The hypocrisy has fans fuming, YouTubers roasting, and Twitter ratios you need to see to believe. Stick around, because in the next few minutes we're diving into the viral callouts, the boxing match challenge that turned into a meme, and the business takeover that could doom Grow a Garden for good. By the end, you'll decide whether Big Games deserves a ban, or if Roblox moderation will once again look the other way. But first, what would you do if your favorite game got cloned, paywalled, and left to rot? Tell me in the comments, because the next chapter uncovers the community's rawest reactions, and you won't want to miss the burns. Remember that grow an egg reveal? Within minutes, a Roblox artist named Ren blasted Big Games on X:. The dev who DMCA'd another game for Square Pets is now copying the whole concept of Grow a Garden, the #1 game on the platform. Talk about hypocrisy. The post rocketed past 75,000 likes overnight, spawning a meme storm of side-by-side screenshots that look, let's be honest, identical. Fans spammed egg emojis, garden emojis, and the hashtag #BanBigGames all over Roblox Twitter. But the real sting? Ren attached an image of Big Game's old takedown notice as a receipts watermark. That single picture turned a copycat accusation into a courtroom exhibit, lighting a fuse that's still burning right now. To feel the full burn, we need to rewind. 2 years ago, community subreddits lit up with threads titled Preston's Downfall. Big Games fired off DMCA complaints against tiny simulators whose only crime was box-shaped pets. Players saw it as bullying. Devs called it a copyright speedrun, straight out of corporate playbooks. Screenshots from Discord showed staff bragging, "If you copy us, expect consequences." The backlash? Pet-shaped memes, boycott weekends, and hashtag #FreeTheCube trending for days. Roblox ultimately let most of those indie games back online, but the damage to Big Games' rep was done. Fast forward to today, and the same studio is mirroring a farm sim almost block for block. The internet never forgets, and Ren's tweet proved it, surfacing every dusty Reddit receipt in one handy collage. When Big Games subtweeted him with a jokey boxing challenge, Creek fired back, "All that child gambling money and you're still using AI photos. The only big thing you guys have is a bank account." He read that live on stream, and chat went nuclear. Ratio City. Quick challenge. Smash subscribe and ring that bell right now. When we hit 100,000 subs, I'll DM Creekcraft and ask if he'd actually glove up versus big games at ERDC. You won't want to miss that update. Just when fans hoped indie developers would hold strong, Do Big Studios swooped in last month and bought Grow a Garden outright. If that name rings alarm bells, it's because Do Big is infamous for juicing successful games with pay-to-win passes until casual players bail. Forums exploded with comments like, "There goes the neighborhood," and "RIP wholesome farming vibes." Even the subreddit headline read, "It's official, Grow a Garden is cooked." Here's the twist. Big Game's clone drops the same weekend, Do Big rolls out its first premium fertilizer game pass. Coincidence or corporate tag team? Either way, players feel squeezed from both sides, original ruined, clone paywalled. An ecosystem-wide extinction event could be next. Let's map the carnage. When a mega studio proves a paywall clone can yank millions of players overnight, other developers copy that formula. Think of simulators as dominoes. One greedy push and click. Each falls. Lower free rewards, steeper grind, more loot boxes. In 2024, the average top 50 sim carried 5 paid boosts. Projections for late 2025 now show 9+. That's nearly double the microtransactions in less than a year. Imagine logging in next spring and every new game offers a $19.99 VIP planter or 3 times growth potion bundle before you even plant your first carrot. Worse, the whale economy widens the power gap. Kids playing free become walking billboards for premium players flexing mythic pets. The fun loop breaks, retention tanks, and Roblox loses its creative spark. That's the real crisis, a snowball from one frightening developer rolling through the entire platform. Roblox does have rules. Blatant asset theft and any code ripped without permission can trigger bans. But gameplay ideas alone aren't protected. That's why Tycoon clones survive. Here's the kicker. Those 2023 DMCA strikes show big games claiming unique designs as IP. If their grow and egg assets overlap gardens' textures or scripts, they've built a smoking gun against themselves. Roblox moderation now faces a choice. Enforce policy evenly. Ban big games if they cross the line, or shrug and invite more high-budget copycats. The community's patience is thinning, and a precedent set today could shape every simulator tomorrow. If you stack big games record, DMCA bullying, copy-paste clones, wallet-crushing game passes, it's a mile long. Yet some devs still say, hey, that's just the free market. If grow and egg tanks, players will punish the greed. Others fire back that a full platform ban is the only way to stop any more ripoffs. Roblox's own IP rules mention that repeat offenders can be kicked off the site once they cross the line from inspired to infringing. The real question is simple. Has big games crossed it again? If their launch shows recycled textures or code lifted straight from Grow a Garden, the hammer could drop overnight. But if moderation freezes, every big studio will see that silence as a green light to reskin, reprice, and resell forever. So, where do you land? Team ban or team let the market decide? Drop your take below. I'm pinning the sharpest debate. Take a breath. Even if a ban never comes, players still hold the strongest weapon: attention. Skip the whalebait passes. Shout out fresh games that respect your time. Every time you reward creativity and ignore cash grabs, greedy devs have to evolve or disappear. Need proof? Gold Rush Tycoon milked microtransactions, then went offline 6 months after its player count nosedived. Big games is frightening, not because they lack skill, but because they wield that skill only to squeeze Robux. A ban would sting today, sure, but the real cure is a culture that cheers original ideas and snuffs out lazy clones the second they hatch. Keep that culture alive, and no single studio, no matter how big, can hijack Roblox's creative heartbeat. Pet sim legends turned wallet warriors. Garden clone, Ren's ratio, Creekcraft's roast. Policy says repeat infringers get the boot. Will Roblox swing the hammer? That decision shapes every simulator that comes next. Want a Roblox where new ideas actually bloom? Hit subscribe, slap like, and share this video with every gardener fighting for fair play. Next time, we're turning the suspense up to max, digging into a story so wild I can't even drop hints yet. Smash the notification bell now, because you do not want to miss the most jaw-dropping reveal we've ever covered. Turn on notifications so you don't miss it.